Ollie, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Razorbacks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Auburn's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment. They'll run it to the right.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. If you want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that blazing speed.
It's really crazy to think about that he might actually be their fastest. If you had everybody lined up at receiver, tight end, just running vertical routes, he might actually be the fastest. And Dave, you've even seen him on film run away from cornerbacks as well in man coverage. Nobody can seem to catch up with this guy. A very unique skill set for a tight end.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd and 6 yards to go. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. The Razorbacks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. This one's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. At the end of that play, whistles blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Makes a man miss. Caught, and he's got room. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Razorbacks take their first time out. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers.
Could be an alley. The 40. Past the 20. He is in! Touchdown, Auburn!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ashley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The throw to the outside is complete. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. The run to the right. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Connection to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. And the Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got a man. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wilson. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. He'll throw it. Into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Zings it complete to the right. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC.
Maybe a crease. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. This time he wants to throw. Got his man in the middle. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Makes one man miss. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They'll give it to Ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Blackman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And the kick is good. And, guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll go to the air. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Spins away from the defense. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Reads it, fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll pull it on the read. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Motion from the wide receiver. There's a little room there. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. On 1st down from their own 22. They'll go to the counter play, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense, and here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's going to take off. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right?
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Hopkins. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He splits the uprights. And they go back on top.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Blackman. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Buckeyes who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12. And now over to your game in Fayetteville. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The throw. Pulls it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Shakes off the defender. Man, there were some collisions in there before he was finally stopped about a yard short. It'll be fourth down. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a push on fourth down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finding some room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Auburn just keeps piling up yards on the ground, and they have done this for years and years.
Just stacking them up. That's who they are. That's what their identity is. They want to run the football first, establish the line of scrimmage, play physical. That's what great Auburn teams do.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might as well stick with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And we're locked up here in the 3rd.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th.
He's taking the shot. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on 1st down. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll run the screen, and he'll be smacked to the ground. Had the completion on the last play, but they didn't get any yards, so it's 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On his way back from the 20. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Bring in the heat. It's complete on the right side. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. On the draw, it's Wilson. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hopkins. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Rides the back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Looking to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Oh, the big fella running to glory. Touchdown, Auburn. The defense putting points on the board.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes a catch. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Hopkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start on the ground with ball. Got enough for the first. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's ball. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. quick release by the QB. At the 35, he's loose. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Here's ball. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Off the play fake. Under fire. He slides down, but also down is a penalty flag, and we'll see what that's about. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the middle. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. Runs through a tackle. And he's dragged down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll move the tight end. Here's Ball to begin the drive. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback running on the draw. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Moore. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Hauls it in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The option, the keeper. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. On the option. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job.
Makes the grab in their space. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He'll get rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Ball again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The give on the option. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. So the game will continue for at least one more play as the penalty gives the offense an untimed down. Looking to throw on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Now, a game can end on a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack at it with an untimed down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He got it back corner of the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Looking to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.